Hey, remember when I said maybe a week ago, 1 to 2 weeks ago, about how this Seahawks team still had enough to compete with the best teams in the league, but we really couldn't withstand any more dings, and we needed some of the guys to get back. And you guys remember when I said that? This isn't really what I had in mind. Um, all right. Week 16 coming up, hosting the Arizona Cardinals, 4-win Arizona Cardinals, I think. They, look, technically their record is worse than the Panthers, but to me, this is a completely different situation that we're walking into tomorrow. This Cardinals team has not given up on the season. They are not atrocious in any one area of football to the point where you can just exploit them over and over and easily win games. They they're not a good team. They are in fact probably a bad team, but they do some things well. They can make some plays, and they are not an easy out. I in my opinion, the Panthers at this point in the season are pretty much an easy out. You can do certain things against them easily. Their defense is at this point in the season extremely weak, especially their run defense, and they have a quarterback who can't stop turning the ball over. It's a little different this week, and I was hoping that we would start to trend in the right direction health wise by now, but we are going in the wrong direction, and it is seriously getting close to the point. In fact, we're probably already there. We're at the point now where I don't know what we have. I don't know what we're going to be able to bring tomorrow. And it might be enough to beat a bad Cardinals team, but it also might not. And part of me is not even really thinking about this game because the real goal, because the way things have broken out, this is not a must-win game for us to win the division anymore. Thanks to the Falcons last week, we can lose this game and still win the division if we beat the 49ers, but the fact that I'm sitting here talking about, oh, we might lose to the Cardinals does not bode well for our chances against the 49ers. So, all right, I'm just going to run it down. Like I said a couple weeks ago, we can't withstand any more injuries. And since I've said that, Quandre Diggs has gone down. He's probably not playing tomorrow. Dwayne Brown has got something going on with his knee, I think, and he's not playing tomorrow. I'm almost positive. And that's a big one because that's on the offense. And Dwayne Brown was the one guy on this offense who was a great all-around offensive lineman. So now we're waiting on him. Probably no Clowney. I really don't expect Clowney to play tomorrow. Shaquille Griffin is a maybe. I don't know what I expect from him. And Michael Kendricks, I think he's going to play, but I don't think that really moves the needle. Oh, and to top it all off, by the way, Al freaking Woods gets suspended for 4 games for, I don't know, steroids or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was PEDs. And I'm not pretending like Al Woods was even one of the 4 best defensive linemen on this team, but he was good against the run. I liked some of the stuff he was doing. I was an Al Woods fan. That So when I said this team really couldn't withstand to lose any more guys, we've lost some more guys now. And the guys we have, like Bobby Wagner, is he going to be 100%? I kind of doubt it. I know he's going to be out there. I'm sure he's going to play. I have no doubt of that. Joey Hunt, probably not 100%. Cody Barton, who is already a very flawed player, if he has to play, he seems like he's not all the way there. Even guys like Mike Upati and Luke Wilson, and we're getting Ziggy Ansah back this week, so that's nice if he has anything left. Which flip a coin on that. I have no idea. It's it's hairy, and let's just try to keep the focus on tomorrow in this video, tomorrow's game, because next week is going to be a new injury report. We're going to get some guys back. New things can happen. So tomorrow, I'll keep it to that. The Cardinals are going to score some points. There's just no way around it, in my opinion. This Cardinals offense, it's pretty good. It's better than it was when we played them in week 4. I know that. Murray has progressed as a quarterback. He's playing better. Not that he's one of the best rookie quarterbacks of all time or anything, but he is playing a little better in my opinion. He's done some really nice stuff. They have Kenyon Drake now at running back instead of David Johnson, and David Johnson is just his game has gone in the tank. So they have a real running back now. And if y'all will remember, the only team we played this year that did a lot of damage on the ground against us was the Baltimore Ravens, and they had a super quick Michael Vick-like quarterback. And this Cardinals team can do the same kind of things. They have running backs, and they have a quarterback who can run it. So that right there is intimidating. And to know that we are probably not going to have Clowney, probably not going to have Diggs, none of that helps. Who knows if we're going to have Shaquille Griffin? Maybe this is the kind of game where Shaquille isn't necessarily going to make the biggest impact in the world, but it adds up, okay? And look, it's the stoppable force versus the movable object. The Cardinals are the worst team in the league this year at protecting their quarterback, and we are one of the worst teams in the league at pressuring the quarterback, and we got no Clowney. So are we going to be able to get to Murray? I don't know. It is a weakness on weakness type battle. I would hope that we would find a way to get a couple sacks on him, get some pressures on him, because every team in the league has gotten pressure on Arizona this year, it seems like. So one way or the other, we got to find our way to the quarterback because, in my opinion, the best thing the defense can do in this game, get a couple turnovers, get some sacks, force some mistakes, and try to make some big plays to mitigate the plays we're going to give up. Because Arizona's offense is good, pretty good. I know it's not one of the best, but it is a pretty good offense. They have some dynamic playmakers that can hurt you. So I'm going into this game with a wounded defense. I know that they're going to put up some points. The weather's supposed to be good. It just is what it is. So make some plays, try to take the ball away, limit their possessions, and just give me what you got. Whatever you got, just give it. Because really, this game is going to be about the offense. And once again, I've said this before this year, but it's the truth again. This offense and Russell Wilson is going to have to carry everything. Once again, we need Russell Wilson to be perfect and to make sure we win this game, in my opinion. And now we're asking him to do it without his best offensive lineman. Dwayne Brown, he's not had his best season at all, but Dwayne Brown has been good, and he is, in my opinion, clearly the best all-around offensive lineman on this team. So we're down him. We're pushing George Fant into the lineup at left tackle, and I don't want to say he's horrible, but I can't say he's good either. So it's going to be a tough game for him against Chandler Jones. That was the one thing I was kind of happy about with this game. The Cardinals have one really good pass rusher right now, Chandler Jones, and we can throw Dwayne Brown at him. Well, now not so much. So Wilson, he's going to have to be perfect again, just like he was against Tampa Bay, like he was against the Rams in the first game. That's what I see, man, because I don't think the defense is going to be able to win this game for us. Wilson has got to hit his throws. He's got to not take bad sacks. He's got to get the ball out of his hand. He's got to make plays with his legs. Chris Carson needs to go off, and I think he will. I think this is a good matchup for Chris Carson. He ran all over the Cardinals earlier this year. Lockett, no drops, no mistakes. Just got to go out there and have a big game. He's fully healthy now and ready to go. Metcalf, obviously. And now we're going to learn a little more about Malik Turner, maybe some David Moore, maybe some Jerron Brown, maybe John Ursua, although I don't really expect that. And we're just putting it all on Wilson again. This Seahawks team reminds me a little bit of the early 10, like the 2011, 2012 Cowboys with Tony Romo, and they had a few good players around him on offense, and their games just always hinged on Tony Romo. Can you go out there and make enough plays for us to win? Because nothing else on this team is going to carry the day for us. If you remember that 3-year period for the Cowboys when they had Romo, they had Dez, they had DeMarco Murray before Murray actually broke out. They had guys like Miles Austin for a little bit. They had nothing but Romo. That's what this Seahawks team reminds me of in its current iteration. Now, hopefully, we can take care of business tomorrow. Nobody gets hurt. Some guys get back for week 17 because we really need them then. We are not going to beat the 49ers limping around the field with half the team in warm-ups. But yeah, basically, I just need a big game from my offense. Wilson, Metcalf, Lockett, Carson, Hollister. Wilson has a few toys left. He's slowly starting to lose them, but I think he has enough to beat the Cardinals. I don't think we need Dwayne Brown to beat the Cardinals. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last bad team we play this year, so hurry back. I'm trying to stay focused on this one game, but it's so hard to because that Week 17 game is going to be for everything. And looking at this injury report is just disheartening, guys. I was hoping that we would be trending towards being healthier by the end of the season, but it's not happening right now. And every time somebody goes down and grabs something tomorrow, it doesn't really matter who it is at this point. It could be somebody as mediocre as Jermaine Ifedi or Michael Kendricks or Delano Hill, and it's like, oh, what are we going to do now? That's how bad it's gotten. So I don't know. I'm a little down on things right now. I can easily see this game being a very tough game. I can see it being a high-scoring game. We just need to hope that George Fan can hold up. Because if he can hold up and we get good play from the offensive line, I think this offense will find its way to score a lot of points, and it'll be enough to get the win. But this is not going to be easy. All right. I'm out of here. Go Hawks. I'll see you after the game.